If you need to pump out content but don't have a full production team, a studio, or a fat budget, stick around. I'm about to show you a smarter way to create videos using AI and how to turn long-form footage into scroll-stopping clips without losing your mind. Seriously, within minutes, you can go from a raw hour-long talk to a stack of shorts ready to post. It's wild how fast the tools have evolved in the last year. You've probably seen those hyper-real AI snippets floating around that look almost human and almost cinematic. Sora blew a lot of people's minds with that quality jump. And yeah, some of it is both a little creepy and insanely cool, but here's the real creator problem. Making one amazing short takes time, but creating dozens across platforms takes way more time. That's where a different class of tool shines. Not the video from scratch generators for experimental clips, but the eye that transforms your existing long videos into dozens of ready-to-post bites. Quick preview of what this whole thing solves. You can have a talk, an interview, a live stream, a demo, whatever, and get the platform to surface the viral moments. It will format them perfectly for TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts, and even schedule them to go live on a cadence you set. No more manual scrubbing for highlights, no more resizing and re-editing for each network. That's the kind of workflow that actually lets a one-person team behave like an entire agency. But before I show you how that works, let's talk briefly about the landscape so you know why you might choose one tool over another. There are generative video engines like Pika and Kaiba, which are great for creating stylized scenes from text like pixel art or watercolors or trippy cinematic shots. These are amazing if you want original artsy shorts to share. The downside is they usually produce very short clips, and sometimes the motion or faces can be a little off. You might see weird character shifts or unnatural movements in the generated video. If your goal is polished, consistent brand content, relying purely on those can be frustrating and slow to iterate. Then there are actor-based systems like Synthesia and Colossian that let you spin up avatars reading scripts in dozens of languages. This is super handy for quick explainers or training videos where you need consistent on-screen talent without casting or travel logistics. Their actors are getting convincingly human, but there are limits to the realism. Subtle gestures can still feel robotic, lip sync sometimes slips, and a full cinematic feeling remains a stretch. Also, some of these platforms can be pricey at scale, and their workflow is built around creating from scratch, not repurposing a 45-minute webinar into a week's worth of content. On the other side, you've got advanced toy box platforms like LTX Studio that try to create entire films from a single prompt. These are insanely powerful for concepting and short films, but again, they are not necessarily optimized for creators who need regular, high-velocity social content. So here's the pragmatic truth. Different tools solve different problems, depending on your goal. If you want experimental footage or a one-off music video, a generative model is definitely fun to explore. If you need a multi-language spokesperson for training, an avatar platform makes perfect sense. But if your actual day-to-day challenge is turning your long videos into consistent, frequent social posts without a production pipeline, you need an editor-first, repurposing-first workflow. That's precisely where a tool like Vizard shines above the rest. Let me break down what Vizard does in plain English and why I recommend trying it if you make any long-form content. Vizard scans your long video and automatically identifies those high engagement moments that really grab attention. This includes the laughs, the strong statements, the emotional parts, and those surprising reveals buried in the recording. It then trims these segments into ready-to-post clips automatically sized for each platform you choose. You no longer have to hunt through an entire hour of footage to find the gold. You simply upload, let it analyze, and it surfaces all the moments that actually matter to your audience. Next, you can set exactly how often you want content to be posted across your channels. Vizard will then queue up those clips based on your preferred frequency and platform strategy. You pick the cadence and the networks, and the AI handles the rest of the publishing logistics. This is a huge time saver if you want a steady online presence without constantly babysitting a scheduler every single day. Everything you publish or plan to publish lives together in one central content calendar view. From there, you can review every suggested clip, tweak the timing, reorder posts, and then officially publish them. It's not just a simple scheduler, it acts as a command center where you see what's coming next. You can easily edit captions, check everything one last time, and ensure your feed tells a coherent story over time. Beyond those three major features, Vizard has several practical perks that make it feel like having a full-time team member supporting you. It automatically suggests high-performing hooks for each clip right at the beginning. It also optimizes aspect ratios automatically, ensuring every video fits perfectly on the screen it's viewed on. Plus, it helps you add accurate captions and design compelling thumbnails to boost visibility. Those little details save you hours of tedious work and significantly increase the chance a clip actually goes viral. This is because it's flawlessly formatted for the specific network it's being posted to. Okay, let's get tactical now and walk through a simple, repeatable workflow that I personally use and recommend. Step 1 is to simply record a long-form piece like a podcast, a lecture, a Q&A, or a demo, whatever you have available. Don't overthink the perfection of the recording. Remember that authenticity often beats a heavily produced feel. Step 2 is to upload that raw file directly into the Vizard platform and give it a few minutes to fully analyze the entire thing. The AI will intelligently detect the key segments and flag any lines that show strong energy, sentiment shifts, or a high likelihood to perform well. Step 3 involves reviewing those suggested clips that the AI has compiled for you. You certainly don't need to accept everything the tool suggests, but most of the time, the initial picks are actually quite solid. Trim any clips if necessary, add a quick branded intro or end card, and then select the best thumbnail option available. Step 4 is setting your overall posting schedule for the upcoming content batch. Do you want one clip every Tuesday and Friday at noon, or something else entirely? Just set that cadence once. And if you want more frequency for platforms that favor virality, tell Vizard and it will populate the calendar accordingly. The final step is to publish your content and then diligently iterate based on the results you see. Check the analytics regularly to see precisely which clips landed well with your audience. The AI actually learns from that feedback and will then surface more similar, high-performing moments in your future uploads. Now, here are a few practical tips for getting better clips out of any tool, including Vizard. Always lead with a compelling hook, because the very first 2-3 seconds decide whether someone scrolls away or stays engaged. When you edit, make absolutely sure the cut opens directly on a punchy line, an emotional beat, or a surprising fact. Next, keep those vertical formats firmly in mind when you are planning your content strategy. If you were shooting long-form footage, try to vary your framing when you capture it, if possible. Even if everything you shot is widescreen, Vizard will intelligently reframe and suggest tight crops specifically for vertical posts. You must use captions because roughly 80% of people watch videos with the sound turned completely off. Auto-captioning is therefore not just a nice feature, it's an absolute must-have for modern social media. Finally, remember to iterate constantly on your thumbnails and titles, as small tweaks can lead to big differences in your click-through rate. Now, I need to give you a fair warnings. Not every single video tool available is perfect for every single use case. Pika and Kyber are brilliant for certain unique aesthetics, but are still somewhat experimental with motion fidelity and often limit clip duration. Synthesia and Colossian are amazing solutions if you need fast, multi-language scaling for your spokespeople, but they can sometimes feel a bit stiff for content that requires genuine human energy. InVideo and other older compilers are great for polished corporate explainer videos, but they still require much more manual input if you want any real personality to come through. LTX Studio and other film-focused tools are creative powerhouses for concepting, but they function more like a one-off film studio than a daily content engine. Vizard, by direct comparison, is uniquely built around the core principles of content repurposing and high velocity. It genuinely recognizes the constant grind that creators face every single week. You already have the content, but you just do not have the time to manually turn it into polished, network-ready bites for 5 different platforms. Vizard automates all of those repetitive, time-consuming parts: the sifting, the platform-specific cropping, the captioning, and the scheduling. This automation frees you up to focus on what actually matters: your content strategy, your unique voice, and engaging with your community. Let's look at a few quick use case examples so you can really picture how this applies to your situation. For podcasters, you can turn a single 1-hour episode into 15 short, impactful clips, each highlighting a different hot take or key insight. Then you can schedule those clips across 2 full weeks, making your channel feel consistently alive without needing any extra recording time. Coaches and educators can easily convert long lectures into valuable bite-sized lesson clips and micro-tutorials for their followers. You can then use the content calendar feature to strategically sequence that learning over the course of several weeks for maximum impact. Brands and founders can upload product demos or executive fireside chats and get a steady stream of polished ads and organic social posts flowing. This keeps your brand highly visible across social feeds without the need to hire a dedicated, full-time video editor. If you feel convinced and are ready to try it out, the best way to start is with a single long video you already have in your library. Upload it, let the AI quickly pull the best clips, and then schedule a full week's worth of posts right there on the spot. You will probably be genuinely shocked at how many usable, high-value moments were just hiding in plain sight within that raw footage. I want to leave you with one last important thought. Remember that AI is a powerful tool, but it is not a magic wand that fixes everything automatically. The video platforms will keep improving every month, especially faces and motion quality. But the real multiplier for success is always going to be an editor's keen eye. Use the AI to handle all the heavy lifting, then simply apply your unique taste and your authentic voice to the final product. That specific combination of AI efficiency and human taste is absolutely unbeatable in today's content landscape. All right, it is time for you to go out there and create something new with this knowledge. If you decide to try Vizard, you will likely save dozens of hours and actually start posting consistently, which is honestly 90% of the battle won. If you have any questions or want to share your experience using these new tools, drop a comment below for me. I truly love seeing what creative things people build with this technology, so don't be a stranger. See you next time in the comments section, and happy creating to everyone out there.